Like fire, water can be a good servant, but it's also a really bad master. Well, that's the story of the Kalma River Dam in Cubao local government area and its impact on the surrounding community. The dam, which is 95% complete, was designed to bring with it several benefits.
The dam is supposed to provide three services to the communities, both here and in Zaria. It's supposed to provide raw water for the new Zaria water treatment plant. It's also supposed to provide avenues for irrigation, about 2,000 square miles of irrigation that is supposed to be done. And thirdly, it's supposed to provide hydropower, about 2 megahertz of power, which can serve Zaria and environs when it is completed.
However, what should be a major environmental and economic asset has become the harbinger of flood disaster on the surrounding communities.
The reservoir has already extended and submerged a bridge and parts of the road around Anchao. And although compensation has been paid for most of the community, about 14 kilometers radius of the dam, we realize that the reservoir is extending and already affecting some other communities.
There are unintended consequences which came as a result of some design fault or not taking note of the fact that the communities at the back of this dam and some structures like the bridge around Kubo have been submerged. This may not have been factored in at the design stage of the job.
The state governor, accompanied by the Minister of Water Resources, take an aerial tour of the area in a helicopter to assess the extent of havoc wreaked by the raging waters.
We are glad the governor is here to see himself and the honorable minister, and we have heard from them at various points that we have stood the measures that has been put in place to ensure that the effect is brought to the nearest minimum.
Some of the stricken communities had earlier been paid compensation in order to aid their relocation.
Whoever is still within that reservoir maximum flood level, which a risk survey was conducted, we have all paid those people. But it's just, if there's anybody that is still within that rim survey now that has been demarcated, then it's on its own. But government has paid them. The only one that we know that there will be considered is the people behind the flooded bridge, and that is all.
Those ones that were not compensated because they were not envisaged to have this kind of problem, then it's going to be assessed and they will be compensated so that they can move out from that place.
Now the survivors are worried about their safety, considering that the worst of the rainy season has not yet set in. So, what is government doing to curb the dam's excesses?
Upper Niger River Basin Development Authority and the consultants would be carrying out enumeration of the additional villages that have been affected, and as soon as they are done, we would submit a full report to His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Already we have observed that there is a challenge. A number of villages would have to be resettled because their homes have been affected and also farmlands have been affected.
The fears of more flooding with a dam as catalyst may not be unfounded. Now that government is aware of its identified flaws, hopefully further disaster should be avoided and the dam's waters channeled to positive use.